Yeah, we get that presence up a short, and the question is whether or not this will be slowed down at all by ANDBOX. They've got, oh, well, Seb's actually going to try to meet the push, takes down Leaf, and the trades are looking fantastic for Cloud9. So they've overrun the side. They've got themselves a pretty solid position here. A 4 versus 3. This retake is certainly going to be difficult here for ANDBOX. We'll have to see what they're able to do, though.
It is going to be difficult indeed. You look at the health bars for the remaining members on ANDBOX, and you know, if you look at Boy, funnily, he may very well die here. Mata's the first to drop. Boy follows shortly thereafter, and it looks like for now Cloud9 have been able to tighten their grip on this site and look to try to win the pistol. We'll see if Ye can do anything about it, though. He does have a sheriff, right? And we've seen sheriffs. They can do some pretty filthy things, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case here. So Cloud9, they dial up a little something. They get onto A, be able to take a good bit of that space away. But what I'm curious of is how much impact is Floppy going to be able to have from long? He's going to be able to smoke things out now as they blast onto the site. Seb patiently waits as one dashes through, and he's able to get two, not able to get the third as Floppy comes up huge. Takes him down. Numbers advantage in favor of Cloud9. A slight one, but a numbers advantage nonetheless.
There's backside control coming in here for ANDBOX. Yeah, Mata making their way forwards. Great frag onto Floppy, and with that, there's certainly massive issues here for Cloud9. How do they get the spike onto the site right now? And Poised is going to be sitting right there, and ANDBOX are more than ready for it. Such an awesome wall. And there goes the drop from Mata using the running back, and it's going to be Seb who swings off of that, able to take down one, but is still looking labored to get forward position onto that spike. In comes Boy from the back from short, doing all the damage, and that's enough disruption, but out comes the rocket from Lee, able to take down one, but it's an effort in vain. But actually, maybe I'm wrong, because the time on the spike, it's not too much left here for Vice to be able to get the defuse. It's going to be a close one, but just about able to manage to make it work.
You know, by process of elimination, they don't have time to really go anywhere else. Number 3 is going to be used. Ye's op sings, takes care of Floppy early on as Cloud9 try to get onto the site. They're all there, they're punched up, but what can ANDBOX do to hold them back? It doesn't look like they're able to do very much at all as they fall apart. Vice trying to tag up on the other side of the box, not able to do it. Mata drops as well. Vice is left alone. The setup looked great. They had the info they wanted initially, Dan, but once it got onto the site, once the chaos ensued, they fell apart.
Fantastic commitment there from Cloud9 boys, doing a really good job of just hammering. Oh, and Floppy's ready to punish this.
ANDBOX does it again, but Floppy, as you said, is in a great spot. Takes care of Mata initially and then backs up. Yeah, Ye's made it through. He's good for one.
Down, attacker
he has a decent idea of where Floppy is as well. There's Floppy, lands the shots. The Vandal's good to give him the kill.
Here goes Seb trying to make the contact towards Garish. It's traded out there. 2 versus 3, however, for Cloud9. Definitely against it at this point. You know, Ye's got that flank shut down. He's got the spike under his control. Horrible situation for Cloud9. It's going to be very hard to fight their way out of this one. However, with that said, Zeta able to take down Ye, so he can potentially recover the claim of that spike, but there's been so much time. The reinforcements has already arrived. It's a wild swing coming through that will not work whatsoever.
But that's going to give them all the info. Boy is close enough to where he's not going to have to use this from the shadows to join the party. 40 seconds left on the round. Mata's good for the swing. He's got one. He had the ult. He drops. Vice looking to make a little magic happen as well as Mitch is going to use the neural theft. Good for one. Down to the 1v1. He doesn't have the health advantage, and Boy comes up big for ANDBOX to tie him up at 5.
C-split potential, but they are giving up the A side, so still a great response time coming through on the defense.
Good paranoia, and you saw Boy use this from the shadows to get back behind C-Long. Got all the info that he needed. It's actually Ye who's going to show up a bit late, and by the time he gets here, it might be over, as Cloud9 just mows ANDBOX down. Yeah, and Ye doesn't really have a choice here. He has an op. He just kind of has to save it.
Precisely what had happened, that either ANDBOX is playing, you know, players on A, or they're playing at least in a way where they're not sure what's going on. And that's a couple of kills from Ye.
Oh my gosh.
All right. He's going to keep that operator alive and unable to find the shot that he's looking for. And Boy, having to dodge the Hunter's Fury, but not for too much longer. Leaf will put him out of his misery, and Cloud9 once again storming into the C site, and there is nothing to stop him as they mow everybody down again. And, well, the operator not really coming into play here, unfortunately, for ANDBOX. Nothing working out for them. 7-5 at the end of the first half. Great stuff from Cloud9.
Middle of the map as they send Poise and Leaf on ANDBOX. are looking to get onto A. So far, so good as Floppy drops.
Great opening coming through there. Oh, Cloud9 able to defend. And that's the spike down on the ground. We'll see Poised trying to recover the situation. Does have some teammates to help him out as well. It's looking like everything will be back in order here for Cloud9. However, Boy is still alive and kicking. He's got that ghost in hand. However, he needs that first opening. If he can find a way to just make it into a 1v2, might be a world where he can find some extra value in these following engagements. But it's that first one that's so difficult here. Oh, leave with the reload. That might be the chance gone. Now, Boy's element, or rather surprise advantage, is gone. No more advantages to be had.
Well, he's good for one, but that's really all he's good for. You're right, Dan. Like, the best thing he had going for him there was the fact that they had no idea where he was, and he can really blow this up if left unchecked. While the fight ensues on the site, apparently he's going to come out Leafs looking for a little bit. No, he's not able to get anything. ANDBOX able to stand strong. They picked 3 of the members of Cloud9 apart.
Enemy remaining.
And now, it's just Mitch. Mitch in a 1v3. He gets picked apart as well. An excellent response from ANDBOX.
Yeah, this is so tough. So tough for Cloud9. That's a big win, though, taking down Vice in window and mid. That at least allows a retake scenario where you don't have to worry about that flank. But speaking of which, From the Shadows comes through, and they may not realize that was cancelled, so they may be worrying about the flank possibly. That was part of the reason to do that maneuver. But here is Ye, connecting every shot with the operator, making it look so damn easy. And Mitch is all he could do to maybe squeeze out another kill, but not even that's going to go his way.
There it is. Zeta's using that Harness Fury to try to clear out the middle of the site, and it's going to push the remaining members out of B and into the links, and hopefully into the warm, welcoming arms of the remaining members of Cloud9. Poised able to take care of Vice, who is causing fits in B window. And now the remaining members of ANDBOX, they're just trapped on the site, right? Now the spike is going to go down after being delayed as long as it was. You see the remaining members of Cloud9 slowly creep their way forward, slowly tighten their grasp on the site. Poised, good for Mata already. Ye looking to dance around the bullets, around the utility that was coming his way, not able to do it. Mitch gets 2 big ones, and Boy's left alone in a 1v2. He's got a good shot on him. He lights up for him. Ooh. He's good for 1, but Zeta trades it back, and he gets the defuse. Cloud9 take the lead.
I have no vision on C long. There's just a tripwire there. That's all they have.
Just getting impatient. Oh, and Mitch wins the fight anyway. Can you imagine he's going to use the neural theft? There it is. You mentioned that Cloud9 needs information. They've dialed it up. They've got everything they need. With that, ANDBOX is still going to continue to try to get on the site. They're on there. They haven't tried to stick the spike down yet. 13 seconds left. Ye's Blade Storm causing problems. Looking to get the spike down as well. Zeta lurking around the corner. He's in a good spot for him. Yeah, Zeta's good for 1. Zeta looking for more. He's going to get cleaned up at the hands of Mata, and Floppy's left alone.
That was almost so good for Cloud9. If Zeta's able to get that backside control, hold on for Floppy to rotate in. There goes the dark cover C window. Fast movement. The run it back gets popped there for Mata to get those entries towards that C side. Catches Floppy in the back. Oh no, it's all falling apart for Cloud9 right here. ANDBOX's pace is just too much to deal with. Leaf maybe with the rocket can find something, but it's sent through the dark cover, and that's not happening. Oh no! Poison Leaf out of nowhere, Doug! I don't even understand, but it's happening for Cloud9. The tables turn.
You hit the montage, right? Like the inspirational music, the training, and then they're able to punch right back. Oh man, this round is going very comfortably in favor of Cloud9, at least early on. 2 members of ANDBOX have already dropped. Now ANDBOX.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
unlucky for Boy there.
Yep.
You're probably afraid.
Looking real good now for Cloud9. Comfort was the word you used, and it's certainly looking great. They got the slippers on. Smoking jackets are on by the fire. And that's 12-11.
Oh no. Oh no, they've pushed right into him. Floppy's just on the other side of the cage. Floppy wins the gun duel. Seb was the one who went in aggressively. He drops, and it looks like Cloud9's able to continue to stick it to him, right? The aggression that they showed towards A pays off, and now ANDBOX has no choice but to flip the map.
Yes, it's going to be so difficult right now. Zeta able to take down Mata through the cage. They've got that backside control, the ever-important backside control, and they got numbers. It's up to Vice against 3 to try to make this one work, but it really seems like a nightmare, and indeed, they're going to have to wake up right now because the nightmare is over for now. On the attack to begin with. You'd expect that they would be able to win more map control with the lineup that they have, but that's a great start for Vice on the Viper. Takes down Floppy, that aggressive maneuver. That's not great to be up against that. Leaf now has a lot to do by himself, and given the fact that now the paint shells are gone, there's nothing stopping them for closing that distance and taking him down, and there he goes. And all the side control, it feels like it might be lost here, but still somehow Mitch is holding on to backside control. That allows Zeta to come out of spawn, and they got a couple angles to play with. Cloud9 not done just yet. In fact, taking the advantage in this one.
Ice alone here. The snakebite's not going to bite nearly hard enough. Zeta's going to get the defuse, and Cloud9 is going to win the round. And really, it was Zeta.
The piece. And that's given some control of mid from ANDBOX to ANDBOX. And Poised is going to get caught on the aggression there. The paint shell's a little bit late, perhaps, as he's very, very far gone from that position. Now is Mr. Vice. Now ANDBOX have won B main control. You can see the desperation for Cloud9 after that initial frag was lost. They're trying to push. They're trying to get advantages back. But instead, the disadvantages compound and become greater.
Spike planted.
Very similar to look to what we saw on the pistol, but this time it doesn't seem like Cloud9's going to be able to take the presence back that they did previously. As they're in a 5v2, make that a 5v1 as Leaf is left alone. And again, we mentioned this round one, right? They're willing to push through the Viper utility and call the bluffs and like full send and go for it. Leaf might be putting some magic together, but Vice. And you also see Floppy just around the corner. Leaf can blow this up. Leaf goes in aggressive. He's good for one. The flash, no, opts to hold it. Boy punishes him. Leaf's finally gonna drop, but the spike's gonna follow there as well.
This is tough because the spike position is known by Cloud9. That's a great paranoia. That's going to send him back. Vice, so taking down Poised. But still, spike control is with Floppy. He can still win this round for Cloud9. He's going to reposition away from Mail. And is the spike inside ropes? It kind of looks like it's not. It's actually a little bit outside. And they're going to go forward to Floppy. Oh, it's not going to work out for them, though.
And now, oh my gosh, Dan. A's open. A's absolutely open. Cloud9's going to have to hightail it to get back onto the site in time, but it's gonna be on Leaf initially. Leaf with the showstopper, buying time. Good for, oh my gosh, he's good for two. The rest comes up as well. Leaf finally drops. Boy's in a great spot. He picks up the spike and is looking to get it down. He doesn't have an ultimate. Doesn't have teammates. And he doesn't even have full armor or health. This is a brutal spot to be in. An operator staring him down. Zeta on the other side.
Again, the ice orb there, as we have seen many year rounds. And here it is, the operator, and that's why it's there. That's why it's on Mitch. Oh, but can he survive?
No, Mitch drops.
That's a no.
No, Mata's showstopper cleans him up, and Mata's looking for more as he gets onto Floppy as well. Zeta has shown up, however, for Cloud9. He's not able to do anything as Mata already has 3. He does eventually drop at the hands of the paint shells, or pineapple, as you so affectionately put. But now Leaf looking to creep forward onto the side of 2v2 here, and the spike might just flip onto the map. You've got plenty of time. What I do love is, though, Vice, he's on the flank. He's also got the Viper's Pit. Can you imagine he just wants to play spoiler here? No, Poise winning that 1v1.
Just clear these positions, and this might be enough of a surprise to get that first frag to play the 1v1s. And with that, there's a chance for Boy as he creeps around the back. The sound cues are there. The gun's going to come out. There's the 1v1. That's so quick from Boy. There's the fault line. Is it going to be a stick from Leaf? He's going to come off of it. And here goes Boy with the swing, but it's Leaf. It's Leaf who makes it work.
Out of ANDBOX, you've got the Rolling Thunder, and there it is. It's going to clear out onto the side. An excellent flash, though, on the counter. Floppy's there. Floppy's good for 2. Seb trades 1 out as he's looking for more. He's good for it. The Spectre proving to be exactly what the doctor ordered in that moment for ANDBOX as Vice gets the spike down.
And there's the Viper's Pit. Oh, Leaf almost had the spray, but he's got a freebie. Boy goes down, and with that, it's a wild spray into the Viper's Pit. But how do they deal with this? They don't have any natural counters. It's just going to have to be the case of just running it in and spraying them down. And that's exactly what's going to happen for Seb and Vice. As just taking it away and then receding is good. It's a strong move.
So check out Mitch. Very different look. Walled up, bottom of A, and just left. Right now, he has to step back because the Viper shot the wall out, so they've got to respect where that play is. But now that's keeping Mitch elsewhere on the site while the fight's happening across the middle of the map, and ANDBOX have the numbers advantage.
So there goes the take of mid. And it's going to be a quick split to ropes. There's no messing around at this point.
Mitch is in trouble.
And it's going to be up to Mitch to try to hold this down. He's got to get enough kills in this situation. He'll take down a boy, and there's no trade to be had. And Zetas in there right in the nick of time to take down Marta. And now with that, it's a horrible situation. Although maybe not quite as bad as Make gets there, except to get some good positioning. So Zetas is able to clear a lot of spots here. So he knows that everybody's on site. There goes the blind through to elbows. So again, clearing some possibilities. They have to be backside. Zeta wins the 1v1 with the help of Floppy. And now it's just Seb at the back. He can play between the wall and the screen. But Zeta's good. And that's the round. Thunders for the clear of this B site. But they may not expect Floppy to be so deep. There goes the flash. They're looking for him. And he's down.
Wall is no longer an option as well. So Mitch, there's really the only thing in between him and the remaining members of ANDBOX is the operator in his hand, but ANDBOX understanding that they're actually just going to flip the map. Mata, there was that lurk that you mentioned. He's dropped. And again, you find yourself in a position like this where the rotator's gone, right? Like the lurk is gone. You've got to really kind of brute force your way into the site, and that's exactly what Vice is able to do. The Rolling Thunder is going to come out. Tags up Poised, but they don't check it. Poised good for one. Poised good for a second as well. The spike goes down. Seb is left alone in a 1v4. This one absolutely sideways, Dan. Just slack. All right, there's the showstopper. Mata taking the middle of the map. It also taking Poised down. As we see some value come out from that, and Vice is able to get one as well. So they've got something cooking here in the final round of the half, but how do they close it out? How do they get past this to a round win? Mitch, he's got the op in his back pocket, but he really just has to back up from here. Oh man, Zeta gets aggressive as well. Ye punishes him. They're going to be able to mosey their way onto A. Remaining members of Cloud9, they're going to show up, but it might be a bit too late. No, Floppy's caught as well. Oh, an excellent response from ANDBOX.
Yeah, definitely. Getting those early picks really helps destabilize everything, and that showstopper satchel play was certainly seemed to pull the linchpin out for Cloud9's defense, and that's for the retake. And if they keep screens control, it's going to look good for that retake effort. But we'll see exactly what Cloud9 are able to do. In fact, Seb's actually going to go into elbow, and they're going to fight for this one. He's got the paranoia, and they're actually closing down. ANDBOX are closing down position on the site. Oh, what a reaction, though. Into ropes, into the B play instead. That's beautiful. But still, Marta's going to force the issue in defense. And up mail they go, and Leaf gets it done. And that's a clear path now for the plant.
Ye was there. He was the one who was supposed to stop that play from expanding the way that it did, and he just got freaking hit in the jaw with the jumping classic and drops. Now, boys, just on the other side, able to get one. They're going to push in aggressively. They're looking for the last kill. It's Poise who gets it. His way in. Boy, understanding the pressure is in his front step. He's good for one, but he gets traded out. They've taken, Cloud9 have taken control of the site. ANDBOX has to show up and fight to take this bad boy back, and that's exactly what Vice has been able to do up until this point. Now, Mata looking to move forward as well as Poise tries to get the spike down. Leaf good to draw more attention away. Buy him just enough space, enough time to get the spike down. Leaf looking for more. No. Mata takes care of him. Poise looking for a second. Yep, gets it. Drops things down to a 1v1. He's got 10 health. Vice has 10 health. Poise with the huge clutch from Cloud9. Cloud9 pulled the rope on it again, exposing the middle of the map, and it's actually Mitch this time who's going to be able to get there aggressively first. Poise shows up just a bit late. He drops. It's actually Poise who shows up in the nick of time to do it, but Mata and Seb good for a couple. Poise with 3. He's got the Empress online as well in a 1v2. Poise slowly playing around the pillar, not making a drop of sound. He's quietly looking to get away, but Dan, he doesn't have the spike in hand. He's got 11 seconds. He's got to do something here soon. Drops down. Just a few seconds. Poise, no. Poise not able to do it. Mata shows up with 3 with the Spectre. What a response from ANDBOX. Putting the spike in the hands of Zeta as he tries to get it down. ANDBOX are just now starting to show up. Poise just flashed to high heaven. Wasn't able to see a damn thing. He's going to fall. Vice good for 2. Looking for the 3rd. No. But it's Mata who gets it as well. Leaf left alone. Leaf good for 1. Not able to get anything other than that. ANDBOX yet another round.
Mail right now for Cloud9, or rather, sorry, from ANDBOX, as they take mid control. So they already have a retake ready to go. And all the lineup for Ye. Oh, you get 3 out of it. That's enormous. And it's going to have to be a quick from the shadows play to get some more control. But I don't know what there is to do here for Floppy and Zeta. As I say that, Zeta just charged straight through them, bulldozing them through A Heaven. And once again, it's these shenanigans, up ropes into B.
Good bit of utility. Okay, and that's the thing, the utility from Zeta. They know where that retake is coming in from. Right, Floppy's going to continue to go in. The paranoia is there. Zeta just buying time for Floppy to get into a great position. Zeta's there. Spots one of the players, and again, keep an eye on Floppy. Vice tapping Floppy, good for one. And oh my gosh, Vice looking to swing and hit him with the freaking haymaker, and the ball's on this guy. He might stick it. He's got to pull off. Floppy goes in aggressive. Floppy challenges, and Floppy wins. Cloud9 get to map point.
Traction doesn't really seem like there's a huge awareness for his position.
And Floppy.
So see what Poised is able to find. It's going to be very difficult, but an opportunity is an opportunity, and Poised is going to get the heal. Oh, there's a second. And now it's just down to Poised. He's lost all of his teammates, and boy will shut it down.
From Zeta as well. And now the Seekers are going to come out, so they're fully committing onto this team. The Rolling Thunder is actually coming in to try to pinch anything across the middle of the map as they're going to blast onto the site. Leaf not able to connect onto anything but the Showstopper, but they've taken some presence onto the site. Leaf, Mitch, and Zeta are extinguishing ANDBOX's hopes. Vice with 11 health in a 1v4, trying to will ANDBOX into another round. And this looks like such a difficult ask, man.
It really does seem like a terrifying position for Vice to be in. 11 health, really not anything going his way. 4 players to be up against. Able to take down one. And with that, Vice is just trying to understand any other possible position he could play, but there is none. That's checkmate. That's Poised taking him down, and that is Cloud9 off to the Challengers Finals. Beautiful stuff for Cloud9.